Help me grow, fast or slow, as long as I know you're digging for gold. Help me learn, soft or stern, as long as I know you're digging for gold. Life's a movie, the ultimate trip. You should have been told you'd be digging for gold. Hello, my friends, once again. As you know, if you've been following us, I'm Dan Goldberg. I'm your host for Digging for Gold. And don't forget to subscribe because you can see all of our icons on dangoldberg.com. And at the bottom of the homepage, there's our icon for YouTube, for Spotify, for Instagram, for TikTok, and all the other platforms we're on. Don't forget to do that, please. Once again, we have a very interesting guest, a young man that I know quite well. His name is Andrew Ravitz, and he has a company called Slim Shady Cards. And it's more than just sports cards. There's other things in there. And it's a phenomenal business that's all over the country.
Yeah. It's great to be here, Dan.
Yeah. Oh, it's great to have you,
Looking forward
Andrew.
to talking about some cards.
Very cool. So let me first ask you how you got into this.
So the story kind of goes, I had a friend named Jake when I was 11 or 12. I knew him through day camp at a camp called Tall Pines Day Camp. I don't know if you know that.
In Pennsylvania or
It's
New
in,
Jersey?
South Jersey, Williamstown.
Oh, I know Williamstown, yes.
So we went to camp together, and we would watch these breaks, they're called. It's called a hobby break. And pretty much a break goes, so I can give you an example. A top product for football would be National Treasures is a brand of a box you could buy. And that's a box where you open up the packs of cards and you get an autograph, you get cards. So you would buy.
So it's a box of cards that says National Treasure.
Yes.
You open it up and there's football cards.
Yes, and it's one of the higher end boxes. I'm just using an example.
Okay.
And you would go on YouTube back 10 years ago, and there was a guy named Jaspy Hobby Breaks, and he would run these breaks in a box like National Treasures, and you would buy. There's how many teams in the NFL? 32 teams?
So, yeah.
And you would buy, there'd be 32 teams, and each team has a price. And you would buy, I don't know, I bought the Eagles for $400. And every card in that break that's gone to the Eagles, I would receive in the mail for that $400. So instead of...
Let me ask you, he would open up all the packs?
Yes.
And find the Eagles cards
Yes.
and send them to you? Okay.
So instead of me buying, say, a box myself where I might get garbage in, or I could hit the lottery and get, a $50,000 card, but if I want just Eagles cards, that's what I would do. So I got the idea kind of from the breaks. This guy, and originally Jaspy Hobby Breaks, he would go on YouTube, and you would go online, and you would buy your team on his website, and you'd go on YouTube the next day, and you'd see what you got by watching his YouTube video.
So did it only matter for that specific box and that specific team, or if you bought the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, and how many boxes would that be worth?
So it would be a case, and I believe in a case would be, instead of buying a singular box in the case, I think for National Treasures it's like 6 boxes you get in that case. Okay. So instead of me buying, like I said, 1 box, I'm going to get a chance at Eagles cards in 6 boxes in that case.
For $400.
Yeah. Okay. Now I could get, sometimes they offer a single box break. Nowadays most frequently it's like that. But back then he would run these case breaks, and that's just kind of how I got the idea and interest in sports cards. Right. And it's so different now with breaking. Now it's live streamed on Twitch. You got an app called Whatnot. There's so many different apps now in the card community that people do this on, but back then, strictly YouTube. And
you didn't get any digging for gold cards,
no,
did you?
I didn't. Unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah,
I had a bar of gold, an ounce of gold once.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I ended up trading for a card I'll show you. in a bit. It was involved in the trade, actually.
Wow, that's pretty
kind
cool.
of annoyed that I traded the ounce because it's at like $4,000 an ounce. Now.
Yes, it is about $4,000 an ounce. But a digging for gold card
Yeah.
maybe even worth
Might be
more
worth
someday.
more.
But we have to make them first.
Yeah. But that's kind of how I got the idea, was through this hobby box break thing. And then I kind of
in camp.
Yeah, and I went on with Jake and I. We created an Instagram account. We noticed that this Jaspy Hobby Breaks, he had an account, a couple thousand followers, and noticed that there were other card accounts that were like commenting below and liking his posts. So I was like, this would be a good idea. We can buy a couple boxes and post the cards that we got in our boxes. Instead of buying into a break, we went on a website's called Steel City Collectibles is an example. There's a bunch of websites you could buy boxes on.
Wow.
But I think Steel City was the one we used, and we bought a couple boxes, and then I created this Instagram account. It was called shady.pc, and that was because of LaShawn McCoy,
Right.
who's my favorite player. And Jake and I, we just did the account together, and we got it running, and eventually I had changed the name to Slim Shady Cards. There was some like Instagram beef kind of going on, drama in the community. I had changed my name for some reason. I forget why. And this other kid in the card community on Instagram, he had stole the shady.pc name. So then I had to pivot, and I'm like, what do I do? Well, I like LaShawn McCoy. I like Eminem. Slim Shady Cards kind of fits.
It's pretty good.
So that's kind of how I got the name. Now I'm called Slim Shady Cards on Instagram. You guys can
How do you
all
spell
check
that?
me out. It's SlimShadYCards. Yeah, Slim Shady Cards on Instagram. So
That's
yeah,
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Got 2,400 followers now. It's been a little stagnant as I've been in college. Would say I kind of have regressed in being as active on there, more of like an everyday business, but I still enjoy it, and I love it. It's fun, and it keeps me active, and also like the sports, watching sports, because let's say I have a Tyrese Maxey autograph, and I do have one at home, and the way he's playing right now, he's like the MVP. It's crazy.
It's amazing.
His cards went from before this season, they're down here. Now they're all the way up here, and that's like 2 months. So
wow,
the
it's
whole
like gold. It's like gold.
It's almost like having a physical stock. I would say it's fun. And like I said, it keeps you interactive in sports. It makes me want to watch Tyrese Maxey, because he might, if he has 50 points, I could sell it the next day and make some money.
Oh,
so
that's very interesting.
Kind of the whole, it's fun. I love it.
Well, when I was a kid, 400 centuries ago, I used to collect baseball cards.
Yep.
And I had, I think we talked about this before we went on the air, a whole set of Bowman cards.
Mm-hmm.
I just loved them. It was Bowman, Flair, and there was a couple others, and they were great. And for some reason, our garage, we kept them in the garage, and our garage door was left open, and somebody stole them. And I'll never forget that, because now they'd be worth a fortune. It's sad.
Similar story. My dad told me he had a Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookie.
Oh man!
And his brother, my Uncle Brett, his friend, one day went into the box of the O-Pee-Chee cards and stole. The only card he stole was the O-Pee-Chee Gretzky.
Oh my God.
Now that card, I think a PSA 10 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky I think it's worth over $100,000.
Did he ever get it back from his friend?
I don't think he did. But the story I hear is he's still pissed at it.
I would be. I'd be totally urinated off, as we say. It's amazing. So you started that business.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in when you were a kid, a little kid. Okay. And all of a sudden you're starting to get some movement, huh?
Yep.
Were you selling those teams?
Yeah.
In the boxes?
So I would say the first kind of movement, and now people might think, well, how did I get money to start buying these cards? Well, I would save up my Hanukkah money. I'm Jewish, so I don't celebrate Christmas, so I wouldn't get the Christmas money, but I would use the Hanukkah money, birthday money. I would save it up, and I'd buy some cards with it, and I'd buy some boxes of cards, and that's how I kind of started to get my collection going. And eventually, I would say in high school, I started to learn the flipping game, which flipping is kind of like almost, I guess you could compare it to the shoe market. You buy a pair of Jordans online, and you flip it. When you get them in, you get them for retail, MSRP. You flip it the next day for double MSRP.
Wow.
So that's kind of how that kind of was working.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So you started doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. You started selling teams. Did you sell in teams?
No, so I didn't. I wasn't a breaker myself.
Okay.
I say the breaking in the beginning because that's kind of what got me into the whole, like, I guess the hobby you could call it of sports cards. But like I would say what really started getting me going was when I was in high school, and especially junior year when COVID kind of happened. I didn't have anything to do. So I kind of was like I was on Instagram the whole day, and I would just be selling cards, trading cards, buying cards on Instagram, on live streams. But like thinking about that now, like back when I was even in middle school, we would be on Instagram Live. We would be they're called fire sales, and you'd pull out, like, I got all these cards right here. I'd sell them all in that live stream. I'd get rid of them all. It doesn't matter the price. I'd sell them for as low as I needed to and get rid of them. And it wouldn't be cards like I have here that, I'll show you in a bit. But it would be more mid-end, you could say. So like $50 cards, $100 cards, and I'd get a pile of 100 of them, and I'd try flipping as much as I could to make money on those cards. It's a very you got to be in it for a while, I feel like, to kind of learn a lot about the business and how
it's very interesting. It's a commodity.
Yeah. It's like gold, silver. Like I told you, it's like buying a stock money, though, too, because it's a physical asset. And,
it's very much like gold.
Now you see online Michael Jordan logo man. So that would be, give you an example, maybe on this card here. So like on the back of Kobe Bryant's jersey right here, there's the NBA logo right on like the back under his neck, Right. And
maybe you can hold that up.
So here's just a Kobe Bryant immaculate. And there's not a funny story, a cool story with this one, actually. I bought this when I was 12 at the Philly card show over in at the Oaks. And I went in there and I was just looking for whatever, saw that Kobe Bryant, and I was like, this is cool. How much is it? I think the guy said like $175. I'm a big negotiator, so I think I came back at him with like $100, and then he countered me probably $150. I think I countered him $125. Sold. I got that for $125.
Wait, did you take my negotiation class?
I did not. I took it with Nevels, Professor Nevels.
Take mine.
I should have. But he was a good professor.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But that card now is worth about $10,000.
Wow.
So the return on investment is just extraordinary, but it's not anything that I would have ever expected.
Right.
But these types of cards now, though, say I was 12 years old today, I couldn't buy that card now.
Correct.
So it's completely different. The market's, I think it's very it's too expensive right now.
Overinflated.
Yeah, I mean, kids should be able to have a chance at some of these. And
I remember that they used to put baseball cards in cereal boxes, and they used to have them on the back of cigarette packages. I don't remember that literally, but I remember people talking about it. And there was one, the Honus Wagner card.
Yeah. TTO 6, I think they call it.
Yeah. And that's worth,
I think it's
hundreds of thousands.
No, I think it's sold
over $1 million.
I think it's sold for $7 million. I think
$7 million.
I think there was a recent sale that it sold for
For
about
Honus Wagner.
I believe it was it's over 5. So if that tells you anything.
And I had it and sold it for 45 cents. That was a
That's,
mistake.
yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't have it.
But it happens.
You know,
It happens.
I'm sure it does. It happens all the time. And sometimes in flea markets, people buy stuff that somebody else threw out, and they find out it's worth $10,000.
And I think it also can kind of play into something else I was going to say. So that Kobe autograph right there, and I also have, I'll show the other one I have right here. It's a Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson dual autograph, and it's graded a PSA 9, and there's only 25 copies of this in existence. And also something that matters is it's on card. So they actually got the card and they actually signed it. Whereas I'll show you, for instance, this card. So this Lionel Messi patch autograph, big card right here. See how it's a sticker? Do you kind of notice that? It's like a sticker right there. So he didn't actually sign this card. He signed a sticker. They put the sticker on the card. So that kind of plays into effect here. But what I wanted to kind of say was, you don't really think about it, but if Kobe Bryant did not pass away, I would not have it would not be at the price it is today. Correct. And that does play into effect in the market.
Sure.
I mean, I have also here, where did it go? This one right here, the Julius Erving, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar card, and they signed this all on card, and I mean, it's beautiful. I love this card. I've had it for 10 years.
Have you ever run into a Lou Alcindor card?
No. Oh, yes. I had a Kareem rookie. They're huge. They're like this big.
What's that, about a foot?
They're this big, and I had one. It was a
well, wait a minute. To our listeners, what's this big?
Like
18 inches?
Like probably about this size.
About 12 inches. Okay,
and they're big cards.
Right.
And I had one. Blazers, right? Or
no, Milwaukee Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah.
And I had a rookie card of his. I sold that very early, but I did have one.
Lou Alcindor. Yeah. For those
Kareem.
of you who don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's original name was Lou Alcindor, and then he converted to Islam, and he changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep.
So I knew him as Lou Alcindor at the beginning. Yeah.
It's cool. So I have that, and that kind of also plays into what I'm saying. You know, Bill Russell, he's not here. I mean, these guys, they're once they're gone, they're never signing again, and you're losing out on that. And I just see from the Kobe Bryant market how I spent $100 on that card, and right before he passed away, it might have been worth $500, and then immediately after that news broke, $5,000, and then it just kept going up. Wow. So it matters. It's something you wouldn't think of, but that plays a big role into the market too for more vintage items.
For once somebody dies, it's very hard for them to sign another card.
Yeah, they can't.
You know what I mean?
Like, you've been here for 250,
48 years, almost.
You got a lot of autographs.
Yeah, I got a lot, and then someday, that card I signed for you, the Digging for Gold card,
it's gonna be worth millions.
Yeah, I'll be dead, and you'll say
worth more than the Wagner.
Well, you
the
kidding
Honus
me?
Wagner.
Worth more than my coffin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting when I talk about that. Some people go, "Oh, don't talk about that." I said, "Like we're going to die. Everybody dies.
It's inevitable.
It's part of it." But wait a minute.
You want me to go through some?
Hold it. Is that Mike Trout?
So no, this is, and I was gonna wait, but I got you a little gift here, a little present. So
what?
Yeah, I did. So I got you a card from every team in Philadelphia. So we got first Reese Hoskins.
Wow.
This is his prospect card. It's worth like $5 to $10. So
that's okay.
But these are all cool.
He was one of my favorites.
So I got you that.
He's a free agent now.
Yeah, I hope I don't think we're gonna get him back.
Yeah.
I got a Super Bowl champion Corey Clement rookie autograph. So there's the Eagles one right there for you. Yep. I got Lou Williams autograph, and this is what you could call an in-person autograph. So I believe I don't know how I got that, but
Lou Williams.
It's in my collection. So Sixers, and then I got Flyers. I got a gritty The mascot. This is worth
Yeah.
the most money out of any
Really?
card in that. PSA 9 on the grade.
Wow.
And that's his rookie card. And that's worth like $50. Like that's
Andrew,
out of all the
thank you.
cards, it would be weird, but that one is worth the most. That you wouldn't think that.
And he looks like me. He looks
got the
like me.
beard, yeah.
He's got a beard. I'm honored. Thank you very
no
much.
problem.
That's
so I
very,
wanted to get
very
your
kind.
collection started with some
that is
Philly cards.
Very, very kind.
And I hope you enjoy.
Wow, that's very
I got
cool.
you every sport in
And
the
it's
city.
all
Missing
signed.
the Union though.
You're missing the Union, yeah.
I don't know where to.
Do they
find it.
have you? I'm sure they have Union cards.
So as I guess,
Wow,
kind of
great.
the sports market is expanding.
Right.
You're seeing now more WWE cards are wrestling. If people don't know, UFC, which is MMA,
Right, which is Ultimate Fighting
championship.
And MMA is
Mixed martial arts.
Mixed martial arts.
And you're seeing all these different sports. So the MLS is also
Major League Soccer.
They're having their own products. So National Treasures, we'll use that as an example again. Instead of National Treasures football, there's National Treasures WWE now that people can buy. They'll get the same design on the card, but it's wrestling instead of football.
Is that who does football? National Treasures?
So the company that actually owns that brand, it's a company, Panini, Panini America. I think they're an Italian company.
Yeah.
And they still have the rights to the NFL, but it's going away in, I think, a year. And then it's going to go to Topps, which I'm sure.
Yeah, Topps, Flair, and Bowman were the three big ones for
Well,
growing
now
up.
Topps they own pretty much. They're gonna own pretty much every brand. I mean, they own Fleer.
Flair.
They own Panini owns Donruss, but you got what's the other? O-Pee-Chee, Topps, all those brands from when you were younger.
Right.
They're all now owned by a big company.
Of course.
Which is kind of kind of how business
course.
works.
Yeah,
but
they keep acquiring them.
that's what it is now. So you're not gonna see like a Michael Jordan, which we'll pull out now. So this is a good example. So I got 2 Michael Jordan Fleer rookies right here, a 4 Beckett graded and a 6 Beckett.
Wow.
And these ones right here, I'll show you want to take a look. They're Fleer branded, so that's the actual brand. Now nowadays, if I got trying to think, like a Tyrese Maxey rookie card again, we'll use that example. It would be a Panini rookie or a Topps rookie. It wouldn't be anything else though. It wouldn't be Fleer. It would just be Topps branded.
So Beckett was the card company.
Beckett's the grading company. So
the grading company.
So we got right here. We have PSA. This is one grading company. The one you're holding, that's the other grading company.
So let me ask you this, if you can see this. Drew handed me these cards. Andrew handed me these cards. And at the top, one says 4, and then under VG/EX, and the other one says 6 EXMT. What's the difference?
Let me see. Where are you showing that?
Up here in the corner.
Okay. Oh yeah. So VGEX. Okay. So that's kind of the how could I say this? Like,
is it a rating system?
Yeah. So a Beckett 9 is mint. So mint condition.
Okay.
So the card is
Never used.
used. Now a 9.5, I don't have an example for you, but I have a good example right here. 8.5. So the 8.5, this is a Steph Curry out of 5 flawless autograph, big card. And this one is near mint. You can see it says NM, So the 8.5 is near mint. The 4, honestly, I don't know what the VG means. I should know that.
Very good.
You know what that is? That is probably what it means.
Yeah.
Very good. And then that one would be, what does it
be,
say?
Yeah, EXMT. And
It could be exceptional.
mint.
It could be exceptional mint.
Yeah, because it looks like it's in perfect shape.
It all kind of varies.
Yeah.
With that. And then PSA, here's a good example. PSA 9, can look at this, and you can actually look at the card you have as well. It says mint.
This is mint.
I don't have a 10, which would be called a gem mint.
What's the difference between a mint and a gem mint?
It's just the grading company's grading system of the card. So I guess the gem mint, they'd say, is in perfect condition.
Perfect.
And now that's for PSA. Beckett, they have a 9.5, which is their gem mint. They have a 10, which I believe is, I don't know how they call it, but it's a 10. Then they have something called a black label. Black label is, see how we have on the back here, you can kind of see too, there's grading on the back.
Yeah.
You got your grades. So a black label would mean that every single one of these grades is a 10. It's perfect card. There's no flaw. They couldn't find a single flaw on that card. And they give you a special black label on the Beckett holder.
Wow.
And that's it's like one of their specialties of Beckett. That's different than PSA, where they only offer a 10. PSA is a 10, 9, 8, 7. I think they go into decimals, so 6.5. I think Beckett goes 4, 5, 6, 7. I then think they go 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5. It's kind of opposite for both companies.
It's amazing. It is amazing, and this is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. It's a big card. I spent. I paid $100 for that card 9 years ago, and today that card could be worth $8,000 to $9,000.
Holy Mickey Rooney!
So it's,
look at that. Magic Johnson and Kobe.
And you have to have restraint, I think, in any investing to actually hold the cards, not sell them.
Yeah.
I have buddies and I made the same mistake. I had Patrick Mahomes rookie cards that I sold because I didn't think he was going to be the star of the NFL, Tom Brady level player. I didn't know that, but now he's there, and his cards are very expensive, and I had them and I sold them too early. Yeah. I have many examples, but I try not to think of the bad ones.
It's a gamble. It's like gambling. Any investment.
And the breaks, we can go back to the breaks. That's a gamble.
Right.
And I don't think people understand, and I think that's a problem that's happening right now in this hobby that we have with the sports cards. Things are becoming more gambleized, or however you want to say it.
Gambleization.
There's so much. The breaks, you're buying a team. I might get nothing in the break. I lose $400. I get no cards. I might spend the $400 on the Eagles, and I might get a random player autograph. It might be worth $5, but that's not worth $400. So the gambling aspect is
interesting.
Has ruined. I don't want to say ruined, but it's kind of destroyed the collecting factor of. And I'm a collector, but there's not many of people like me left anymore.
Yeah, I understand it. There's to some degree, it's the juice of the thrill of the possibility of getting something crazy, great.
Yeah.
But it's gambling.
And you get advertisements now, just like the gambling apps. I get my FanDuel ads on every game I watch.
Right.
This what do they say now? My parlay of the night. The announcer will say it. The parlay of the night is this and this.
Yes.
You see that in games.
Well, we had Jordan Ludwig on. Okay. And he's, the NJ betting guru, new. And he was just on the podcast, and he talked about that. He talked about the parlays and everything else. This is very interesting because one runs into the other.
Well, because kids are seeing all of it too, and then they get floored into it. I think that's an issue.
Well, when I was a kid, sports cards were big, okay? And so was stamp collecting. Stamp collecting is the same thing.
Yeah.
You collect stamps from 100 years ago. They're worth a lot more than, So, but it's very hard to, I guess it would be the same thing here, to keep up with all the stamps that are being issued by the Postal Service.
I honestly, you bring up a good point. I can't keep up with the products that they're coming out with now for these boxes. So I said National Treasures. It's all we've been talking about, but I can go through other names. There's Origins, there's Prism, there's Select, there's Bowman. They have
Right.
another version of Bowman now, Bowman Chrome. So they
Wow.
make another version of it to make even more money. It's a good business philosophy, but you know what happens? Then you have so much junk
Right,
out
gets
there.
diluted.
You have so many cards in the market right now that are worthless. 99% of what you open in a box is probably going to be thrown out, or for what I do, donate. I give my base cards to kids. My cousins got thousands of cards from me. But all the cards that you're really getting aren't worth anything because
Right.
they're making thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And I think that started in the late 90s, was from what I was told, with like Griffey year. He was the
Right.
only one that was really worth anything. But then they were producing all these other cards to kind of pump his rookie.
Yeah.
And all
make
the other
it-
ones
yeah.
weren't worth anything.
Right, but if you found a rookie, Griffey, then it was worth
Part of the
a lot
hunt.
of money.
And that's
Yeah,
how they
part
make
of the
money,
hunt.
too.
But and now with these,
Yeah.
as we were saying earlier, it's like artwork.
Oh, yeah.
They're
The newer
labeled.
ones.
Yeah,
That's an older card.
5 of 5.
But that's still
10 of
more
12.
modern.
Yeah.
This is a better, like the Curry is a better example. The Messi. So this is a good example right here. The Messi. You see these jerseys in
Yeah.
here. This fabric. That's part of his actual jersey that he wore in a match, and it says on the back. I want you to read the back right there, all the way in the bottom.
Lionel Messi. It says
All the way at the bottom with the match. This jersey was worn. You see that on there?
the enclosed
Yep.
match worn
Yep.
/ used material and autograph are guaranteed by Panini America, Inc.
Yep. So that is kind of what certifies, I guess, that card and those jerseys in there being worn in a match. I don't know what match they were worn in, but that was a game-worn jersey, which makes that card worth a lot more.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It says the road to the FIFA World Cup,
FIFA.
World Cup, FIFA World Cup in Qatar or Qatar,
Yep.
2022, and it says Lionel Messi, Argentina.
And that card's worth a
Argentina.
lot because that's the year that they won the World Cup. And that makes that card go up in more value.
Wow.
And that was what my thought process was when buying that, and it's worked well. I've doubled my money on that easily.
Wow.
Probably more. So
It's amazing.
and another great example, I think, is the Kobe Bryant right here. And if you look, you can read the back again on this one. And it says game worn on there as well. And that's big
I see that.
because I'll get to it.
Wow. Okay, it's 59 of 75, and it says Panini, and it says here, where is that? Let's see. The enclosed worn material on an autograph are guaranteed by Panini America Incorporated. This is Kobe, and Kobe's never going to sign another
Yep.
card. He's gone, but not
And his-
forgotten. And
his-
he's a Philly guy.
His
He was
market
he
was
in the
inflated
area.
too.
was
Like he
inflated?
signed so many cards, like so many. Every product he'd have an autograph. But you see what happens once he doesn't sign anymore. People
That's right.
are like, wait a minute,
right,
I can't get his autograph. And I'm 2025 basketball products, his autographs. You're not gonna find his autograph
Yeah,
anywhere. Where would
exactly.
you find it?
It's impossible.
So that card becomes more luxurious, you could say. Now, there's another issue that I kind of would want to bring up with this,
Okay.
and it's why I told you to read the back. I don't have an example for you with me, but there's a thing that's going on with these card companies that they're doing now. They're putting in these patches into these cards now, and instead of saying this jersey was worn in a game, or
Right.
they'll say this jersey wasn't worn in any specific game or event, and it's like, or they'll say this card is player worn material, it's not from any game or specific event. They say that to remove any I guess liability from them.
Yeah.
They will have these players put on a jersey at like a signing event. Put this jersey on, put a few of these jerseys on, just wear it or just touch it. And then they put it into the card and they say that it makes the customer think that it's actually
Right.
like been worn by them.
It's been worn, but only for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And never in a game.
Exactly. So as these new products have came out now, you're seeing less and less of the Kobe Bryant game worn or the Messi game worn. You're seeing more, oh, this is a player worn material card. Where did the jersey come from? There's been some people that have they take a flathead screwdriver, they take the relic out of the card, and on the back there's a sticker kind of that will say the player's name of where the jersey came from.
Huh.
There's one post that I saw on Instagram where the card that the person did it to, the jersey that he found in there was from a completely other player. It was not the player. It was a Carolina Panthers card. I remember. The guy who it's supposed to be was a player named Trevor Etienne. The relic they found in the card was a Devin Funchess, who was like a random. Funny thing was, the guy, he was a rookie like 7 years ago, and they put the relic into a player that's a rookie this year.
Well,
how does that make any sense? I don't get it.
Well, can you sue somebody for that?
Well, they put on the back of the card, this isn't from any specific player. They say player now. They'll say player on there too, which is weird. It makes it like, it's weird. It's fishy.
It's they'd be better off saying this is the cloth is from a team jersey.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's from a team jersey. It's like they bought it at, the local Mitchell and Ness or wherever. Yeah. And or Dick's Sporting Goods.
Exactly. Well, they come from Dick's Sporting Goods. That's where the jerseys come from that they're trying them on now. They're not. I mean, this jersey, that's a game-worn piece of Kobe Bryant's jersey. Nowadays, if he still had that, it would be, he wore it at a signing event at the Dick's Sporting Goods. Right. And here you go. Like, and it changes it.
It does.
It's not the same thing.
But all these cards, and I want to get into that card right there.
Yeah, okay? For sure.
We've been talking about sports cards, but this is not a sports card. Not to be confused with a sports car. Yeah. That's a different thing. But this is a picture. This is a card of an actress, and her name is
Emma Roberts.
Who starred in a movie with me many, many years ago called Get Ready for Dan's Podcast. I remember that.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Like 99% on
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. It was great.
Amazing.
And what's the deal with celebrity cards?
So that specific product is Allen and Ginter. I pulled that myself, actually. I didn't buy it. And every year...
What do you mean you pulled it yourself?
I opened the pack, the box. The brand is called Allen and Ginter. And I bought the box on...
from Topps.
Yeah, from Topps. I opened the box. I bought it on Topps on their website. Got it in the mail. I opened it myself. I more or less just as like I guess you could say activity or whatever. And you get two guaranteed hits in the box. So a hit could be a relic. I could get one of the relic. It could be a piece of a baseball.
Right. Really?
Could get that. You could get something called a printing plate, which I believe is the first card, like test card for each card.
Okay.
They end up putting them into the boxes, and they call it a 1 of 1, which means there's only one card of it printed. The printing plate, though, it's not as lucrative as it would seem. There's kind of like hatred on printing plates. It's hard to explain.
Could it be like they're just testing out, and it could be messy?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's just the first.
I don't mean the player messy. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. The ink. It could be, and it's a plate. It's not like that card. It's going to be like metal.
A metal plate.
Plate. I think it's their first test card, I believe. That's a hit you could get in there. You could get something called a rip card, which is really cool. Only in that product. You get a card, and you can open. So you could take that card and rip it open, and there's another card in there. It's weird. It's weird.
You mean
cool.
It's like it has a thing on it, and you just go like that?
You just rip it, and then you open it up, and there's something in there. Now that's rare. You won't find that, and you can't don't do it to that.
No, I would never do it to that.
There will be nothing in there. But
wow,
that's something else you can get in that product. But it's fun.
You know, it's fun. It's all made up. All the stuff's made up, right? Even money's made up. But it brings juice, as I said earlier. You want to see who you have and so forth. And there's another thing that is spawned from this, and that's all these covers.
Yeah. Oh, that's something we didn't, I guess, get into.
Yeah, there's amazing covers for it.
This is something called a card saver, and these are more, you would use these for a grading. Right. So I'm bringing this card to get graded with Beckett, and you send these in this type of thing. I happen to have one of these on available, so I used it for this. These are obviously we call these slabs for grading. It's called a slab. This is called a magnetic, people call it a mag.
Right.
So it's a magnetic card holder. Basically, I can flip that open. It's better for pictures like this and showing the card.
Wow.
And this protects it, obviously. Put it right back on. You're good.
It's incredible.
Good to go.
It's incredible.
So yeah, that's kind of the casing thing. I didn't think that would. That's funny. Yeah, there's actually a cooler one. This is new. This is called a slab mag. So it's kind of like that.
You mean the mag one?
I didn't buy this, but the guy I had bought that Messi card from, he gave me this, and basically I can open it up. It gives you a little cool thing there,
look at that.
And then we take it out.
So it has a frame. You open up the original frame.
Then we have the actual magnetic right here, and we open it up, and there you go. And you want to touch the patch from Kobe Bryant's.
Make sure my hands are.
Touch it right there. Yeah.
I just touched Kobe's game-worn jersey, right?
You did. You did. And this one's real. This is real.
Yeah. And I was saying earlier, Kobe went to Marion High School in Lower Marion in the Philly area.
Famous around here.
So he was well known in this area.
But yeah, this is called a slab mag. They're called, and you get them in any kind of color. People use these for Pokemon cards a lot. I've noticed.
Really?
I don't personally like it, but like it's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I wouldn't buy 100 of these because they're expensive. It'd be like $25-$30 for one of these things.
Wow.
So there's a market on the card holders.
There is a market for the card holders, the cards. What's this one here from the Eagles?
So this is a special one. I just got this from a artist his name's Jordan Spector. I check him out on. Can I tell the website?
Sure.
It's Spector Art. He's a good guy.
How do you spell it?
SPECTOR art.
Okay.
.com, and he specializes in trading cards and art, big like art paintings of sports, specifically Philly sports.
Right.
And he did this painting, I guess, that he put onto a card, and it's of Brandon Graham holding up the 2 Super Bowl trophies right there, and then right in this spot right here, that relic, that's from his 2nd Super Bowl win. That's his jersey. They cut up his jersey. He posted videos of it and everything.
Wow. And
they cut it up and they put it in here. And then I even got the signed one, and it's number 259. So
I see that.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful.
That one I won't open up because it's sealed and everything, and it just looks better.
Wait, but he drew this card?
So he didn't draw that specific one. But
he drew the painting.
The painting,
and
that art on there is his. He drew. There's an original, and then that's he would print that onto that card.
Brandon Graham.
The Spector art. I have a lot of autographs from him. I have Devontae Smith autograph, AJ Brown, Mailata, Lane Johnson. He's a great artist.
Great. He wrote. It says, "This is his quote. This is one for Philly."
Yeah.
And he's holding up the Super Bowl.
So what's cool about this too is, and this is something else we can talk about, there's a difference between unlicensed and licensed.
Oh yeah.
And you remember when the Bungie guy came in and he was talking about
Darryl
that?
Alston. He's on our podcast.
Yep.
Check him out on our podcast.
Do you remember when he said that the NFL doesn't own rights to the colors of the teams? So that's something that these people will use to their advantage when they make cards like this. There's a company also called Leaf.
Yeah, I know Leaf.
Cards.
Yeah, they're also big.
They're big. They don't have licensing though. So they get, though, all the autograph, cheaper products. Everything's cheap.
Right.
But you don't get the real, I guess, logo. Right. And if you can see on here, this is unlicensed. It looks real. He does a great job. But look on the eagle. Look on the logo right there. It says Legend. It says Legend right there.
Oh,
it says Legend.
Yeah.
So that's an unlicensed card. All these are licensed. Like all these other cards, you got the logo. You're not going to see the Eagles logo on that card. It's nowhere to be found.
Well, you don't see it on Darryl Alston stuff.
No,
either.
You don't see it either.
Yeah, but he
does a great job with it.
Great job.
And it works.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff from Darryl Alston. The Bungie brand USA is his website. And this is signed. Yep. This is so fascinating.
That card, though, I got lucky with that autograph. You're not guaranteed one. It was kind of like a drop.
Right.
It was a randomized process. So I bought one. I had a 1 out of 4 chance of getting a signed one, and I got a signed one.
Wow.
But he cut up like the captain's patch. You see the captain's patch right there?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl patch. He cut that all up and he put them in the card. So you could have a Super Bowl patch from Brandon Graham in a card. I mean, it's worth something, actually.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see that every day.
Yeah.
I don't know one card where you could have that Super Bowl.
So that's not licensed, that patch. I guess not.
No. The jersey, though,
right.
I don't know. Maybe he couldn't have done that.
Right.
But, he got away with it, clearly. I mean, he put the jersey. I guess it's Brandon Graham's jersey, right?
Correct. So that's the thing.
And
you're taking a picture of that.
Yeah.
If you're taking a picture of Brandon Graham in his jersey, that's Brandon Graham in his jersey.
Exactly.
And if you publish that picture, any magazine or newspaper, they don't have to get a licensing agreement. I don't think I could be completely wrong because that's a picture of him.
Yep.
So now I want to ask you about, and I don't know if you're into this as much, but Pokemon and all these other kinds of cards.
Yeah.
Do you involve yourself in that?
So I don't involve myself in Pokemon. We kind of got into it a little bit earlier with like the MLS and all that. There's now even, you can buy Disney boxes of cards now.
Wow.
They came out with the SpongeBob set.
Wow.
They do well. Like the cards sell. I think one of the SpongeBob cards sold for like $100,000.
What?
It's like crazy to say.
Is that maybe the first edition or something?
Well, it's the first. The card came out in 2025.
Oh,
so I mean, but what they do is they'll make a parallel, they call. So there's a base card. So that's your card that's mass produced. Okay.
Right.
Then, like I was showing you, there's the out of 5 card, the green one.
Right.
There's the gold one, numbered to 50. There's a yellow, numbered to 75. I'm doing them off the top of my head. Purple, numbered to 250. And then that's kind of creates the rarity to the cards.
Sure.
So the SpongeBob one, I think it was a 101 card. It sold for like $100,000. It's crazy, man.
Does it have a piece of Patrick's board shorts?
It might have. It might have. It's actually they do stuff like that. They will take an actor's relic of like maybe on set, like maybe
like Steve McQueen stuff's worth a bunch of money.
Is that
He was like a 60s, 70s actor.
Okay.
He was big into watches, race cars, but he passed in the 80s.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah.
And that's worth but you could take like a I'm going to use an example. Disney, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse gets a they do a patch autograph just like this. There's a relic in there too, and you're like, where did that relic come from? They might have taken the relic from some guy at Disney World that's wearing the Mickey Mouse suit
uniform,
and they will take that and they will put that into the actual.
And they'll say worn in Disney World.
It'll say
Disneyland.
not worn. You'll wonder where it was worn.
Right.
They will say it was not worn by any specific player.
Right.
And they will do that though. That's something I think it's in their new products.
Disney products.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's very Pokemon. I'm not into Pokemon, but I will say the market that I've seen with it has gone from when I first started cards and when I was 12 years old. I never knew. I was like, Pokemon, I'm throwing that in the trash. Now,
Wow.
you get a Pokemon card, you might want to look at that because some of these cards, I think the Charizard, which is like the biggest. Am I right on that?
Yeah. I'm not into
Charizard.
it, but even now, yeah.
I think the Charizard is the biggest card you can get.
What's the charge?
I think he's one of the characters
Character?
in Pokemon.
You know that, Alex?
Yeah. He's one of the starter guys.
Yeah.
He's the big orange lizard.
He was the big
Yeah.
orange lizard. And basically, if you have a first edition Charizard from like the 90s, I think there's a guy that has like 20 of them. I think he's like hoarding them. He had like a huge collection from like when he was younger and he kept all of them. And
Wow.
his collection is now worth approximately like $20 million, $30 million.
Wow.
Before that, it was Magic, right?
Magic, which is a game.
Well,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
you can play Pokemon's a game
You can
too,
play that
right?
too.
Yeah.
They're games, which is weird. Like it's a game. You can actually play. You wouldn't think that, but
Yeah.
like you can play with your Pokemon card that might be worth $1 million. You can play the
Wow.
game with it.
With the card?
Yeah, you could.
How do you do that?
There's like,
I don't know how to play it, but
yeah, neither do I. But like, it's like fighting, like the one Pokemon fights the other. So the cards have points and same kind of thing. Or like Magic, there's a big community. Like there's like nerd card
Magic shops.
Yeah, exactly.
Magic shops, and so that I'll bring that into play here. And I'll answer first with the Pokemon. It's a crazy business. Logan Paul, I don't know if you might know him. He's a huge YouTuber. His brother Jake Paul, he fought Mike Tyson last year.
Yeah.
Logan Paul bought, I believe, a Charizard for like a few $1 million. And he's got, I think he bought more. I think he bought like a few of them. So he might have spent $10 million on Pokemon cards.
My
Crazy.
God. It is crazy.
Crazy.
We're going to have to start a digging for gold collection of cards
Yeah.
and
Like an investment group.
investment.
Yeah.
No. All the guests
Yeah.
each get a card. Alex gets a special card.
Do I get two?
What?
One for each appearance?
One for each appearance,
Yeah.
and as the editor.
Yep.
And the Wally Seagap will get a card, and maybe I'll get a card. And well,
Andrew, we might need your jacket to cut up.
Yeah. We can put it in the.
We'll cut up Andrew's jacket.
So-
so it's a relic.
That's
Yeah.
something too that but first I wanted to say with the shops, the Magic shops, it's
Yeah.
another big thing with the card community. We have things called like a sports card shop. I'm sure when you were younger into cards, you might have went into a place maybe.
Yeah.
There was a guy that he owned a card shop in Cherry Hill in like the 90s. His
New
name's
Jersey in the Philly suburb. Yeah.
Ken Golden was his name. Now, Ken Golden, he had like a small card shop, okay? Now, he owns one of like the top auction houses in all of America for everything. He sells everything to do with sports.
Wow.
He sells things that are worth $10 million. And he started at that small little card shop that you would go in and you'd buy boxes of cards. You'd get these cards
Right.
in there. And now he's like selling the $3 million Charizard card.
It's
kinda
amazing.
crazy.
When I was a kid, back in the 50s, baseball cards, and they probably still are that way,
Yeah.
are at the counter when you were checking
Yep.
out, right? They still have them there?
Target has them. You kind of look in the checkout aisle. You
Right.
see some cards. I've noticed at CVS they have some cards behind still.
Right.
It's more though like rare to see that now.
Or it gets ugly with the Pokemon cards.
I
like
think theft is a big
yeah.
problem.
Or
now.
employee theft.
And he knows about that.
Yeah.
Theft is a huge issue right now in the community. You go to Target, number one, employees, that's a big thing. Employees are stealing the boxes before they even hit the market.
Wow.
So they're taking them and they're flipping them on eBay for double. Maybe they didn't even pay for it for all you know.
Yeah.
And they're not giving the customer a chance to buy them. Another problem is at card shows. I was telling you before we started this, at the expos at the Oaks. There was a card show last week. I saw this on social media.
Oaks is a suburb of Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a big dealer there that I'm familiar with, and he had some cards that got stolen from him. They found out that the cards were stolen by 11 and 12-year-old kids.
Wow.
That wasn't the first time that they stole from him, though. He ended up finding out that they stole from him numerous other times because he wasn't going to press charges. He was going to, I guess, cut him some slack. They're kids. They don't know. They stole from him apparently like a few times. He's pressing charges. They stole a couple $1,000s in cards. That's legit. You can go to get in trouble for that.
There's consequences.
It's just not what we should be teaching. Like I wasn't going to card shows and stealing cards when I was that age. I was wheeling and dealing with people that were 50, 60 years old. They're looking at me as a young kid, probably laughing at me, and I'm going in there negotiating with them. And I think it benefited me now being older.
Well, here's a question, and they probably don't do this, but the big thing it was mostly baseball cards, but there were football cards and basketball cards, and I think later on hockey cards, but they were called bubblegum cards.
Yeah, the bubblegum cards. They don't do that anymore.
They don't have bubblegum in it, and the thing was that when you opened up a pack of cards, it smelled so great because you smelled the bubble gum and you ate the bubble gum. That was a major thing, You ate the bubble gum and then you had your cards.
I have a story for you. So I opened up I went on eBay 5 years ago. I think I saw it was like vintage hockey card packs, $10 for like 90s. They're all mass produced. They're worthless, but it's cool. It's like nostalgia to open them. So I was getting Gretzky cards, whatever. A bunch of the packs had the gum in it.
Wow.
The gum was like cardboard. I didn't taste it, but you break it up. I mean, the things.
Yeah, I know.
It was so.
It's falling apart.
I think they don't do that anymore. I think for like allergy purposes, I'd probably assume.
Might be.
And maybe they don't have the right to put food in there anymore, too.
But it was a big deal when I was a kid.
Yeah, but that's every pack kind of had.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan packs, the Fleer 86s, they sell for $5,000 a pack now for a singular pack that might not even have the Jordan rookie in there.
Well, that's an interesting point because I think, I can be wrong, but the unopened packs are worth a lot of money.
Yes.
And the boxes themselves with the illustration on them are worth money.
They're worth money. Now, there's a problem. People have learned to, again, with theft, people will reseal the boxes.
Oh.
They will open them, take the cards out, or see what's in there first, and then they will reseal them. Another issue has been now, apparently, people are taking X-ray machines and MRI machines, and they're scanning the boxes before they actually come in. I'm talking like big breakers. So like that Jaspy's breaking company I talked about in the beginning, they might be buying millions of dollars in product. Maybe a company like that's going in, and there's been stories about stuff like that happening.
Wow.
I don't want to go down like a conspiracy rabbit hole here, but I've heard of it, and I know it's happening. I know that the resealing has happened, and that's a problem. You can't have that though in here. Like it's risky.
It is risky.
Something like that.
And if one of those MRI machines on a box finds out that a player in that box didn't even know that he had a torn rotator cuff, then you got it's magic.
Well, think about it. If you do something like that and you see there's a Michael Jordan rookie in there, you're grabbing that rookie and then you're selling it, and you're selling the box too, or the pack, and you're making money on. And it's just it's a problem that people have kind of
this is so fascinating to me. Growing up, collecting cards, and the cards that didn't have value in your mind.
Yeah.
You know where they went?
In the trash, right?
Nah, they went
Attic?
No, they went on your bicycle spokes.
Huh.
So when
what
you,
is a, I'm sorry,
you had a bicycle and the spokes of the bicycle wheel, right?
Spoke is the
is like, think of a wheel.
Is that the like things going?
The metal.
Got it. Okay.
And you'd put them on with clips, and when you drove around, you'd click, 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 click. It was the cards hitting the spokes, and it was great. That's kids did that all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, but maybe you put one on there of a ball player that you thought was worthless, like we were talking earlier, and he turned out to be a Hall of Famer. That's a shame. So that's why I don't think people do that anymore.
Kids now, like I said, there's just so many worthless cards. Back then, those cards you're probably putting on the bicycle, they probably might be worth like a pretty penny today.
Of course.
I'm telling you, though, these cards now that they're printing, they're not going to be worth anything in 100 years, 50 years. They're not going to be worth anything.
Well, it's they glutted the market.
Too much stuff, I guess you can say. But it's fun, and I really enjoy, like, especially my younger cousin. I give him a lot of cards of mine. They're not worth anything, maybe. But I've given him some autographs, but it's more like just seeing the kids, number one, like, smile, I guess, makes me feel good.
Right.
But also, like, I want him to, and the kids, I want them to kind of like it like I do, because I feel like it's kind of, it's not a dying hobby. It's like we were talking about, it's more gambling now. I want it to be like, hey, buy this, like the Allen and Ginter where I got the Emma Roberts.
Right.
I pulled that. Like that, I can tell you, I opened the box and I pulled that card in there. That's cool.
What else was in there in that box?
So there was a...
Was it
and
all
this is
actors?
something I missed, and I wanted to explain it to you. So notice on the back right here, and I don't know if we can get that, but right there, there's an MLB logo on it. And I'll show you right here. Look right there on the right.
Oh yeah, it's an MLB logo.
So that box is
And tops.
It's an MLB box, okay? And I wanted to get to this. So you open that box, you're seeing all baseball players. But the one cool thing about Allen and Ginter, they have celebrity autographs in there that any other product won't have in sports.
Wow.
So I pulled, mostly they're fans of the game. Emma Roberts, she collects cards, so that's why she's in there.
I didn't know that.
You can go on her Instagram. She is a big advertiser for the community.
Wow.
There's all sorts. There's a Keenan. He's on SNL. He was in Keenan Thompson. I got a numbered card of his in that box too. That's worth a good $30-$40. And I pulled another actor's. It was. For me, I felt unlucky that I got two actresses autographs and then the numbered one, so 3. But you're really hunting for baseball in there.
Sure.
And you can get an
an
actress's autograph. Which is cool. I didn't expect to get this, and that's the whole thrill. It's kind of gambling. I'm not gambling though. I didn't care what I got in that box.
But it's cool.
And
I didn't even know they had that.
It's worth money too. At the
Andrew,
same time.
This has been terrific.
Yeah, I'm glad that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Thank you for these
enjoy
cards for the Philly 4. Okay.
Yeah.
This has been great. I want to thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Don't forget now. This is Andrew Ravitz. How do they get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me at Slim Shady Cards on Instagram. DM me or message me if you'd like to. Trade, invest, need any help. I'll be willing to answer any questions. You want to sell something to me, I'll buy it. So you can reach me on there. I'm also on Facebook too. Facebook's really active for the community.
That's good.
I'm in a lot of groups, and I do like the TTM stuff I was telling you about on there. So Facebook, Instagram, and if you're a young collector and you need advice or any help, I'm willing to help. So
cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Andrew Ravitz.
Thank you.
Friends, this has been great. This is episode 29. Andrew Ravitz, Slim Shady Cards on Instagram. And don't forget, if you need any help with baseball, football, basketball,
I'm your guy.
Hockey cards, anything like that.
That's another sport I forgot. I didn't bring hockey.
Yeah, but you did bring.
But I brought you I did bring yours. Gritty.
Bring Gritty. And lastly, don't forget, folks, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. TikTok. Go to dangoldberg.com. All the icons are at the bottom. Just click on them, and please don't forget to do that. And remember this: use your mind. If you don't, others will. We'll see you next time on Digging for Gold.